Crafting Vicky here with you, and today I'm here to share with you finally a book journal, an altered book journal that I have made, and it took me forever to make this one. And one of the reasons that it took me forever was because the spine was coming undone, so I had to make a new spine for it. And I didn't want to leave this out. I really wanted to use it in the book. And so I made a spine for it, and then I used some of my I'm not going to find the word, seam binding ribbon on to actually hide some of it. And I tried to do another type of closure on this, and here I've used a little bronze piece just to accent it out because I thought it was kind of plain. And this is the back of it, and this is the closure I did. So this is like really different for me, and I've used I don't know, but I think it's bulldoze nose little clips, and I made it smaller, but small enough, like big enough that it would not like squish the pages, but I left some extra for whoever is going to be buying this, so that if they do make it even bigger and chunkier, they've got extra room, like they can change this and add this to this so that it does make it bigger. And I've added this charm because I thought it was just like super pretty for this. So then you just remove this and the book opens, and you can remove it completely when you're journaling in it. So it actually creaks when you open it up, and the reason why is because here in the back I've left this piece kind of open so that the paper can actually move and not like tear itself apart, but it does creak a bit, but I'm thinking that it adds to the charm. So here, these are the pages. I've reused the front and the back of it, and just because I love reusing the front and back of old books, I just think it's really fun. And I've added all kinds of tags and all kinds of ephemeras, and some of them come from Graphic Fairies and some from other websites, and I will be putting down in the link below the websites that I found most of this from. And the papers, they come from Teresa Collins' collection that I've had forever, and that I decided to use for this. So here this says, "Don't cry because it's over, smile because it happened." It's a Dr. Seuss quote, and I thought it's really cute, and it's a good start for this book. Here for this book I didn't do any coffee dyeing. I figured I was going to be doing some distressing using some inks, and most of it I used frayed burlap to use it. And here I tried to do some, and I wasn't happy with the result, and so I tried to hide it, and one of the ways that I hid it was using this little stamp booklet that I've used here, and you can see I've made two little tags that go in it. And these little tags are from, they were done with file folders, and you will see later on that some of them have the actual file folder name on them, and most of them have like the background you can journal on. And here I've used some inks and some of my silicone plate holders to make this. Here is a little bag, and I've added a little quote, and this one says, "Integrity is doing the right thing when no one is watching." And those came from Teresa Collins as well. And I've tried something new that I'd never tried before, which is making those corners that lifts up, and you know, you can journal under. And throughout the book there's a lot of everything that I've sewn in, so you can see here that it's been sewn into. Bring it closer. So yeah, I've sewn into it, and then I've added some little tags. Here is another little tuck spot that's been sewn into. Here's another little tag. This one says It's hard to wait for something that might never happen, but it's even harder to give up when you know it's everything you want. So I'm loving those tags, and they came from the paper set as well. Here, I've used one of the little, I might as well tell you guys, most of the stuff that I'm using here, there's a lot of it that you can find in my Etsy store. Like this little tag, I made a set of those, and you can find it in my Etsy store if you want. And I will not be saying this again, so you should check out my Etsy store for the stuff if you want to make your own. Here I've put a little brad, but it opens up like this, so you can write on it. And not a brag, a paper clip. And on this side, it gives you a little tuck spot if you want. And then I found these wonderful tags that I've used from Paris. And here's another one, Believe in Yourself. And another little one. And I used some of the backing from here. I thought it was kind of fun. So those are the envelopes. Use one of my little butterflies here. I thought it was very pretty and fit with this. And this is from one of the sites that I found. And it's blank in the back, so somebody can journal on it. And it's all stitched all around. Here is another little embellishment, and has a little tuck spot underneath. A little tag. This one is also made from file folders that are recycled. And this is a music book sheet. I think it's really kind of fun. Another little spot. Another little tuck spot. Another little envelope. And I made in the back of the envelope as well. I figured in this journal I wanted whoever was getting it, was purchasing it, to have a lot of spaces to write. And here I've used one of the little papers that says Note to Remember, and you could use both sides if you wanted, and it just slides into here. Another little journaling. And here's the back of the bag, and I've put a little tag in it, and I've opened it up so that you could slide stuff in. Here you will see I've used images throughout the book that are from the initial book. I think it's kind of fun to reuse what was initially in the book, so I used some of my Spellbinder dies to cut out the image and a backing, and I put it in the book. I've also made 2 bookmarks so they can be moved around, the long ribbons that yeah, you can just use in it. Here's another little tag, another little spot, another tag. Like I said, there's lots of room. Here's another little thing that opens up like this. And this is one of those little index folder type of thing that I decided to use. I think it's really cute. Here's another little envelope. Has 2 tags, as well as a little thing like this that you can journal on. I really wanted whoever's getting this to have lots of places to write. It's another spot. I've never made those. They're kind of addictive. Here's another one. I figured this here was kind of cool because it's birds, so it fits together. This here is a bit different. It's an envelope, and I've put a little Velcro piece, and you can pull out the little card, and it opens up. It's a little card that I purchased, a little set of cards that I thought it was really, really cute. And it goes in here, and you can tie it. And there's a space here if you want to tuck something else in. I didn't do so because there's a lot of other stuff that I've been included, but I figured it would be cool if someone wanted to. Here's another little tag, another space, another little image from the original book. Here there's a tuck spot here, and this here opens up and you can write on it. kind of fun. It's different. Another little tag, and this one I thought it was kind of fun because you can see through it. So this is what it looks like. Here. And here I've made little pockets using some old book paper, and you've got a little piece of cardstock in it that you can journal on. So kind of fun. And here's another tag with old music sheet paper. Another one of those that you can open up and journal on. And here's another little tag, the other bookmark that you can place. And this here opens up like this, so you can write on it. And you've got a text spot in behind it as well, so you can put this little tag in it. Another little postcard with another spot. Two more of those little cards. I think they're really kind of neat. Here's another image from the book. Another envelope with a little tag here. This one is really cute because it says the secret to having it all is knowing you already do. So true. And we always look for some other stuff. Here is another little box, and you can see the back of the file folder, and I thought it was kind of fun to just leave it because you can see that it's recycled stuff, and you can write on the other part, but I think it's kind of fun to have it show. Here's another one of those little envelopes that opens up and you can write in. Here's a time card with some spots here and two little flaps. You can so see it's all stitched all around. And obviously it's not stitched perfectly. This is homemade, don't forget. It's not a, you know, one of a kind. So another tag, and here's another one that goes in here. Another little tag. Here as well. And this one has this. Has a little tag here as well. And a little space here. And this is the back of the book. So this is it, folks. Hope you like this. Hope it inspires you. I had lots of fun doing it, but boy oh boy was it ever long. But I didn't want to throw it away. I love the cover, and even though it was broken and not the way I thought initially, it was kind of really old and hadn't been well taken care of, I guess. So it didn't survive the gutting it out, and yeah, I had to really redo the spine. But I love it, and I hope it can find a good home. So if you want it, go and check out my Etsy store, and hope this inspires you. If it does, please give me a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe and leave comments. I love reading them. Bye, folks.